Okay, good evening, everyone, or almost evening. My name is Laura Schifrin, and I'm going to call the meeting to order of the Town Properties Committee at 4:36 PM on Monday, March 4th, 2024.
After March 4th.
I'd like a roll call vote, please. I believe we do have a quorum.
Julie Byers present.
William Martin present.
Kevin Smith present.
Vicki Tidman present.
And Laura Schifrin present. And I would like to welcome Bill Martin. Thank you for offering your expertise to us. And
Okay.
For a second time.
For a second time, but I've not seen him in many years. So I'm happy to welcome him back as a general member at large. And so everyone knows that Bill has been sworn in. So thank you.
And Bill was one of the original members,
That's
founding
right.
members of the Town Properties Committee, some 30 years ago.
Was it that long?
It was a long time ago.
Oh, thank you.
Was I ever on the committee when you were on?
No, he's
Because
more
I
than that.
remember,
Me, Peter Collins, you,
David Funnyoli.
Dave Funnyoli, and the nice girl, and I can never remember her name, but
Nice
you
one.
took your
Audrey.
place. Audrey
Audrey.
Taylor.
Audrey Temple.
Audrey
Temple.
I'm sorry. Audrey
Yes,
Temple.
Audrey Temple.
She served as our girl from
Woman.
the assessors.
that was our girl. Oh.
I love it.
Liaison. from the
Country boys
assessors.
and good girls, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
Okay,
Thank you for coming back, Bill.
that was number
It
4.
was from.
Number
You got
5,
me into it.
additions or deletions to our agenda and that foreseen, and there are none that I have, okay? And number 6
Are you
is.
gonna go back to
the-
3?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Just having a full table, I guess, throws me off. All right, number 3, review and approve minutes. We did receive them in the email, and I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes as emailed to us.
So second.
No.
Well, I'll make a motion to
Thank you.
approve the meeting
Oh,
minutes
all right.
from Monday,
Tell him,
February
Harry.
5th, 2024.
Thank
I
you.
will second that.
Yes. Okay.
And that
Any
was it.
discussion? They looked fine to me. So I'll take a roll call vote.
Julie Byers, yes.
Yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Vicki Tidman, yes.
Laura Schiffern, yes. And just so you know, sometimes people say that they're going to abstain because they weren't in attendance of that meeting, but they don't have to. As long as you've read the minutes,
Yep.
you can vote.
Oh, is that
Okay.
right?
Absolutely right. But people, I don't know why, but if you read the minutes, but some people, because they're not in attendance, or if you listen to the meeting, okay, on YouTube,
Yeah.
you absolutely can. So next. We already did 5. 6 is the review of the town properties list vacant land, which is this. And do they have this? Okay. So I haven't reviewed it before we got here today, so anything that stands out? Well, then let's review. If you don't mind, can we do this pretty quick, do you think?
Yeah.
So Greenville Road,
I think
Oh,
she's
you
looking
don't
at
have-
this.
Oh, okay,
This is
sorry.
what she's looking at.
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna look on with you because I don't have it.
It's, and you both have one, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So 33 Greenville Road is the landfill, and so that's probably not gonna change.
Oh, you know, what? No,
got
soccer
it.
fields.
The soccer
Got it.
fields are we on the same page, guys?
No,
No, I think you,
No.
so I did 2 copies,
Oh,
sorry.
I don't
One
have
is
that one.
just vacant land.
no, we got
I didn't give them
we got
the,
all vacant stuff.
Yeah,
We
oh, I don't have the vacant one.
let me go make sure.
It's so weird.
I printed off whatever was in
Yeah.
there.
I was wondering if
It might have just, it was on the bottom tab. I'll go print this off.
Well, Vic and I would
Susan.
bring go deal with it first.
You wanna go with this one while she's doing that?
Yeah, okay. So let's go to this one,
So review the land.
Okay.
which is from the
Yeah.
town
Yeah, we
council
got
one.
that.
Not town council. Yeah, well, I guess
Yeah.
he would be for the town.
Yeah, town lawyer.
So this is what is in tax title.
Yeah.
Right? So, well, 97 Main Street's been sold.
But you
Correct.
said the top four are all gone, right?
Except for
Yeah,
two,
23.
three.
182 Warren Road is not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because
The
these are the
106
ones, these are
Ames
the
Road
ones
is,
we
Yeah.
already made
And
the
so is this, yeah,
recommendations on.
What those?
and the
That condo was, yeah,
405 condo jobbing.
yeah.
Okay, so just a note for the file, 182 Warren Road, we're still waiting to hear on what the Board of Selectmen are doing.
This is gone too. 502.
502's gone?
Well, wait a minute, it was 405 that got sold, how is this one gone? They bought it
Because,
back.
yeah.
Okay, right,
He
they bought
bought
it
it
back.
back?
Yep,
This is the feller here,
no, I mean,
It's the first
condo
one.
association bought it back.
bought it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, Pine Ridge LLC.
That netted zero for the town, right?
right.
Okay.
Then the Matson property at 92 Greenville Road, no movement from the court. We'll send a letter requesting review of file. Do we know
I
when?
don't think he has their own, what's that?
Okay, fine, but we don't know when that started. That might be
It's
good
been
to know.
vacant for a long time.
The town said that for
That
25 years.
might be good to know, okay?
Well, the town doesn't actually,
No, but I mean, it's been,
Yeah.
they've been, this has been an issue for about 25 years.
Okay, I've just asked Jody to find out when it started for the next time we get this list. Then you have 25 Adams Road, and that was March of 23. Waiting for citations to be sent to interested parties. Issuance of citations from the land court delayed on all cases.
Oh, it's on Google.
This one, didn't this one have this one had one of those, Title V.
no, not Title V, it had,
What was it?
she got something, I mean, I
Housing?
don't know, it was some kind of, rehousing they put up, yeah.
It's a tax lien on the property, correct?
I don't know if there is any more.
Okay, they do it for a certain period of time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, the explanation is there in the box. Makes more sense to me than not having the date on the one before.
Yeah,
Wilkinson, 65 Adams Road, no movement from the court. Will send a letter requesting a review of the file and movement forward.
no.
Kevin, did you want to add something?
No. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, okay. Tyler Road.
It happens.
Okay, so Tyler Road, that also has been around for a long time. Demand letter sent to trustees on October 2015. Letter was not returned, but we received no response. Suggestion, send pre-filing letter or file a petition now. So this is obviously for taxes. And on that one, do we know how much is owed?
I can find out.
Okay, so that's on that one. Find out how much is owed, and then we'll look at the value of the land, because most of that is not buildable.
What number tires? I don't have the number.
It's they're lots.
Oh, they're lots?
Yeah, it's a big.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's all wet.
Is that a big parcel, did you say?
No, I said
No.
vacant.
Oh, yeah. Maybe find out also how much is owed, what the date, oh, it says the date that it was started, and how many acres, what's the lot size?
Small piece, I think.
That should probably be under each of these, lot size. Okay. Lot size and date. Pittsburgh Road, no longer land of low value, noted as assessed value. File notes that in 2015 heirs were not interested in redeeming and did not want the property. File petition to foreclose.
Oh, what piece? The Greenville Road parcel?
No, we're on
Walter-
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh.
Road.
Okay.
I think that's across the street from from the
On
house.
the house?
And it's behind the water tower.
In front of the water tower, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
I meant, it's behind another parcel
Mhm.
Does
that's
it have
across the
frontage?
street. And I think, no, it does not. I do not believe.
I think it abuts a town-owned piece of property where the water tower is, though.
So
think
that
we should
one,
look
it's gonna
into
be
that.
lot size, is there frontage, and we know when it started. I remember the piece a little bit because I was consulted on it a long time ago.
So is this town council's suggestion to file?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's him writing that,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't, well, yes, the man who's the
Yeah.
attorney that's handling for it, us for it, whatever. Warner Road, Jim Hamilton. Demand letter sent June of 16,
I'm
no
confused as to where
response.
this piece of parcel even is.
And so can we find that out?
Isn't it near where his
How
house
much
is?
land?
No, the
It's
last
low
house-
value,
The last house he
so-
owned was on Townsend Hill Road.
Right,
That was the last house he owned.
yeah,
Warner Road is not so further.
right. So let's find out location of that. And,
What it abuts too is kind of
right,
difficult to
because,
figure out if we can
The
annex
town
it.
has a piece of property up there that they had taken years and years and years ago, that they owned years ago for a potential water tower.
okay,
I don't know if the town still has that. I believe they do. I don't know if this piece abuts that.
so question is on the
Yeah.
abutters, and then, perhaps, rather than going through the cost of a foreclosure, to try abutters first,
Hmm,
see if
See
they
what
wanna
it looks
add
like,
on a small piece,
We've
okay?
done that before.
39 Greenville Road, 2016 taking, after review of the Registry of Deeds, no open taking appears on record. Please provide the date and balance, yeah, get that. The date, the balance that's owed on it, again, what's the lot size? I think on all of these, I won't say it again, right? We'll just
Yeah,
get
I
the
have
lot
that on my notes.
sizes.
Yep, yep.
And,
And the butters and-
and the butters.
Okay,
So maybe when we,
The next meeting.
look at this again, we can look at the map,
yeah,
okay? And next meeting would be fine. Lee Larson on Mason Road, demand sent in 215, file notes, one message from the property owner around the time of demand, no further contact. Taking and map have access of 6 acres, but the deed contains 2 parcels that are 12 acres. Does that include what has been on the market for sale?
No,
It does not. Again, so then the same
Just the piece of
thing,
the triangle across the-
maybe more on the date,
this one, the state can never
lot
get clear title when
size,
they bought
and then
all
we
this
look
other
at it
stuff.
on the
Oh,
map.
Yep.
At
so
the
I'm gonna
next
add lot
meeting.
sizes to all the pieces, I'll do butters, just immediate butters for all the pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
And
okay,
then I'll bring the maps that coincide.
okay, perfect.
this is the piece across the road.
Maybe the
So
property
the
record
little
cards.
barn was.
What
we
did
had a
you just
lot
say?
in
I
this.
didn't, I can't hear you over Kevin.
I'll do the coinciding property
Sorry.
record cards.
Okay, what did you just say though on the last one? Which, by the way, continues on the next
Yeah.
page and has 4 acre, not sure if the deed reference on taking is correct.
Ask the assessor. Vicky.
Well, that parcel, remember when the state bought a lot of Lee's property?
No, I don't.
Across the street?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and they couldn't really find this and clear title for that parcel, so that's why it's kind of in limbo.
Oh,
Otherwise, the state would have bought it.
is it on the map?
Yeah.
It's on the map, but there's no deed or title that describes it.
They say there's no clear title to it, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, all right. On that one, Jody? Brian Lurby on Seaver Road, AKA Gilchrist.
Turnpike.
Kevin, do you know something about this?
No, I'm still stuck on Lee Larson's. I'm a little slow tonight. The 4 acre parcel, he had a piece in that triangle. We bought a piece of it years ago and put a house in there. Could it be that little triangle piece
That's left over.
that was left over?
Maybe.
It could be.
Where did you put a house near
If you-
Larson's?
If you went down Old Turnpike Road, just before it came out to Mason, you were looking right at Lee's house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On the left-hand
The
side,
yellow,
years
it's
ago.
yellow.
Years ago, we
Yeah.
built a house in there, probably 20 years ago, from Lee, we bought that lot from Lee. There was a remaining parcel in that corner. I was curious if that was the one. He also had the piece
I
across the road.
think it was
that he
across the
purchased.
street, though. I think it's
I
across.
think that's the
yeah.
one that borders the town piece. The town's got that piece that,
Okay,
years
so,
ago, we slated it to be a cemetery, remember, Bill?
Yes,
Just
exactly,
before the
yeah,
poor
Oh.
farm.
yeah,
We were gonna kind of save that piece to
Right.
dedicate it as a cemetery, and
Mhm.
since then,
yeah.
we were able to get that piece along the railroad tracks from John Christian
Mhm.
to expand the hills, the West End Cemetery.
Right.
But at one time, we had saved it for that.
Mhm.
okay,
So
so
we
we're
still have
gonna look at that at the next meeting,
Okay.
and if Vicky can find out anything else, fine, if not, but we'll look at that on the map.
Oh,
Sorry about that, guys.
The next one looks like redemption recorded in 2019. They just need to verify. Please provide the date the balance was paid, so they can close the file.
Yeah, so that, I think, Vicky, that would be
That would you, yeah,
you, okay?
or the tax
collector.
person.
All right, Brookline Road demand was sent 215. 3 out of 4 parcels on deed for the locust were paid, and 1 parcel remained outstanding. Taking may need to be amended. Affidavit to add trustee. Suggestion send pre-filing letter. I think we're okay with that
Yeah.
for his suggestion,
The
and
old Cedar Road. continued into Lunenburg.
Yeah.
I think that's the piece.
sure.
It's not the big one, not the one that's.
No,
13.
that's-
Yeah,
That's the one I was just
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about.
I'm confused.
it's not the one where the guy was trying.
Okay. Okay.
No, because I'm trying to figure out how you can build a house on that 13 acres with no road.
Is that on here?
No,
No,
We
not
can-
yet.
We can take care of that. That's no problem.
You want it? Guy will probably sell it to you.
They can deviate, we're right at it. I wish it was that easy.
It's,
But I could put a
that's
deed
gonna
in
be a
there.
really tough one. So we're okay with Brookline Road and this Brian, however you pronounce his name?
Nicholstick.
Yeah,
Is that the-
I thought that land went right down to 13. That's actually, no, he still had a piece in there.
well,
It's on
there's
Brookline
something
Road.
that just has to be done here, because 3 out of 4 parcels were taken care of.
Mhm.
The locust was paid, except 1 was not. So something's wrong with title, because they may have to amend whatever they sent out and add trustee, and their suggestion is to send a pre-filing letter. But again, we can go along with that and just at the next meeting, look at this again on how much and what abuts it. Next one, Bayberry Hill Road. Low value. God, this isn't even worth the money.
yeah, so it's gotta be tiny, tiny piece.
2015 demand letter sent,
What is it, about a
response
square
from the
foot?
property owner.
100 square feet.
Owner does not want property and will not redeem. Neighbor's garage may be on the parcel.
Oh, geez.
So best thing there
Neighbor buys
is
parcel.
neighbor
Yeah.
buys the parcel,
Yeah.
even if it's at the
Fix your-
assessed value.
Fix your
Even
encroachment.
if
If
it's
the
at the
town got
assessed
it, yeah.
value, right?
Yeah, and then at least it goes back into the tax rolls. That's my thoughts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
agreed. You got that, Vicki? Jody? Okay. Next one, Meadow Road.
Is this the piece?
Did you want to talk on that one?
No.
I'm open to hearing.
No, it wasn't anything that would have any.
Mean
regard-
anything?
Yes.
Okay. Most of tax title balances were paid, small balance remained, and legal fees. Appears certificates of redemption were reported to remove the liens. Please provide the date.
Oh,
Oh,
that's Vicky, that's you again, I think.
yeah.
That's it.
Vicki, can you handle that?
Oh, one more.
And then just one more under from the attorney, and that's on Warren Road.
Happened block.
Payout sent to Holland Lawn. Payment for taxes was sent to the town in 18, but didn't include legal fees. Landlord value, redemption. What were the legal fees? I mean,
He's gone. I thought that land got rid of.
again, we have to do the same thing.
Joe.
And that may be a question for town council.
I'm just trying to see if, no, yeah, I'll have to ask.
They had two, right? They had the lot with the house and then they had the vacant lot.
Yeah, and that vacant lot was sold and the guy built a house on it. I believe
Which one?
this piece,
On Warren Road?
yeah. Across the brook right there, as soon as you cross the brook, Joe, I can't think of the fella's name, built a house up in the back there on the right on the edge of the brook.
Well, how did they get
And
clear
right
title
after that
then?
was clear
How
with
did they
Cliff
get-
Thompson's, I don't know, that's why I'm saying I got a big question mark for this one.
Okay, she's gonna look into what the legal fees are, what he's claiming.
Well, he's gone, he's been passed away, he passed away a long time ago.
No, but the attorney wants his
This-
money.
Yeah, this one. I'm definitely confused about this piece.
All right, Jody's gonna look into that.
Well, that was interesting.
And
What's his
what's
last
this one?
name? Oh, begins with an M.
What's this one?
That's the vacant land, that's the one we were missing from when we started.
Oh,
That's number.
okay, so it's not all this, all these papers that
No, I
I
don't know
did?
why we have this whole.
So why did we have this whole list?
So if you look at the bottom of the Excel sheet that I sent you,
Oh,
one
yeah.
tab that was
But
probably
he
the one
did
that you
do
guys
this.
opened
He did.
was, is
Yeah.
the list of all the town properties.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's a
That's
second tab, the
uh,
second tab,
Thompson.
that has
He
did
just
buy
those,
Thompson.
which is just
Somebody
vacant
else-
land, no
You're
buildings
right.
on it, no.
Somebody else did
Water
that.
department.
Okay, and that's, we're just going
This was-
vacant land.
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is really hard to look at it this way.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, yeah, I'm not sure she twisted it, but it's a pain in the butt, yes, I know.
No.
I can print it for
I
you if
don't
you
think
want
so,
the
but-
full, if you want that full list, Laurie. I can
Yeah,
print it.
yeah. He did
This is, I'm not gonna
Right.
take
Yeah.
things together.
Connected,
To look
that
at
attached to
something.
this.
Yeah, no, I know, I don't know
I
why
thought
I
it
printed
was
like that. When you do it
I
landscape.
thought there
it
was
should
something
fit on the
going
page.
on there,
Oh, was this portrait?
unless this is the piece that went out in the swamp.
I'm not very good. at
You're
that.
John owns a piece out in there as well. Hicks
Okay,
gave a piece to the town out in there too, didn't he?
Yeah.
I believe.
I don't know if that's attached or not. but-
okay, if you wanna quit,
Yeah.
we gotta move on.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so the last piece here, well, we already did 7, and so 6 is the vacant land, and that's what's in front of us right now, and everybody has a copy of that. It's like this.
Yeah.
It's like this.
This one.
Yep, that's the one, Bill.
Okay, so here we've got all the acres and vacant land and how we got it. And the wet,
So if it has a question mark for conscom control, we don't know, or it could be, or what's the?
I think it's just like, maybe,
Yeah.
Okay.
should they
Yeah.
have control of it?
Yeah.
Is there's more of a question,
It,
as opposed to they don't have it yet.
no,
Okay.
we don't. Years ago, Bill might even been on back then. This was a lot of stuff. There was the old former Ebfall property, I believe was his name.
And
Over off,
Squanicook?
over off Emery Road. A lot of the stuff was off Emery Road, Sumac, all the
Oh,
stuff.
the top part,
Yeah.
I thought you, okay. we're-
Some of the stuff over there that is gonna tax taking wetlands conservation control. Years ago, we went and walked a lot of this property. A lot of it was wet. That's why it was never built on.
Mm.
So the neighbors have kind of encroached in maybe from either side, maybe used it as a leaf storage area or things like that. And we had put a note for conservation control because a lot of them were unbuildable and it was certainly gonna be a lot of wetlands on it. We didn't feel like anything could be done with the land back 20-something years ago when we went through these lots back then. A few of them we did do something with. It was a Habitat for Humanity house,
Cherry.
probably 20 years ago or 15
All
years
right,
ago.
yeah.
We did that one. There was 2 of them actually, wasn't it?
No.
One
No.
Habitat
Well,
community
it
and
was
another
one,
questionable
but it
lot.
was 3 lots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we combined into one.
Yeah,
And then, yes, but there was a few of these that are just pretty tough.
So is this an exercise in recommending it go to Conscom at this
Well,
point, or?
maybe the board wants to go back and revisit some of these,
Hmm.
because maybe now, all these years later, maybe that some of these things that we deemed kind of crappy lots, maybe you can put 2 or 3 of them together now and make something out of them. I don't know. Or,
And it's one on Willow's, almost an acre.
yeah, maybe the thing to do is go back and revisit these one more time before you
before
just,
you recommend.
we hand them over to Conscom.
should
But it's
we
all
have a
wetlands, though.
sidewalk at some
We should,
point?
that's what I mean. We should go visit these.
With boots,
Well, okay.
Huh?
big boots on.
Yeah,
Well, wait till springtime, wait till things dry out a little
Yeah.
bit and go
Yeah.
visit
Yeah,
them.
I was gonna say, before we do that, I mean, I know you're very knowledgeable, I'm not, but should we have conservation look at it first and make a recommendation?
We ought to go find them. We can, which, you're right, we could just have conservation look at them. I'm gonna end up finding them for conservation,
mhm.
Oh, yeah, right, okay,
so we can,
oh, yeah.
we can look at them
Well, as
from,
long
I
as you
can look
come
at
out,
them from,
then-
I can
Watch
look
you
at them
go
with
in.
Conscom, I can look at them with Conscom and make a recommendation
Mm.
back to, we can make a recommend, let
Okay.
them,
Mhm.
let the Conservation Commission make a recommendation back to us.
After,
And then we'll
okay,
be able
fine,
to kind of back them up.
all right. Okay,
Maybe
So,
that's the best way
when
to do
it's
it.
dry, we're gonna do a site walk. Visit, whatever.
No, let Conscom do it.
Mhm.
Why, if we have a member with us,
Well, we can do that too.
and then we can have a
Absolutely.
discussion, bring
Absolutely.
Jess forth.
And just,
But I think I would bring
Jess-
Jess or
Jess may
Autumn, I
come,
would bring
yeah.
Jess or Autumn Buck, a conservation rep
Okay,
with us.
do we have another person?
Autumn's,
Jess?
We have Jess
Agent.
and Autumn Buck,
Yeah.
our conservation agent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because Jess is
They
technically
change
our
so often,
planning
who
board. Yeah.
remembers the name?
No, Jess is there
got moved
as a kind of liaison, but
Okay.
she represents planning. That's her main job. We
In
have a,
conservation?
yes, well, no, Autumn Buck is our conservation
Yeah, Jess
representative.
is not the land use coordinator.
She's the.
oh, she got, what's his
use.
name's job?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes,
gotcha, gotcha,
Jess
gotcha.
is technically land use
So
coordinator.
Autumn is now, was
Yeah.
Jess's position,
Yeah,
okay.
Autumn
yeah.
has Jess's
and then we
position.
had a conservation administrative person, but that person left already. We
yeah,
gave
I
it-
think they switched the positions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of combined it back, so between Jess and Autumn, they've got it covered.
Okay.
Then they're both doing a fantastic job.
all right.
So you'd probably say the same things about these lots on Proctor,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
if we looked at them years ago, and we kind of, yeah, we kind of slated them as bogs and wetlands.
Why is, South Row Road on here? It says sold to Mass.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm gonna have to take that off and double check that it was sold.
Okay.
I might have just missed it.
And then the Adams Road ones, they do not,
Wait a minute, this was sold to Mass DPW quite a while ago. That's on the, that was, going up the hill, going up the steep hill on the right.
Yeah.
It was sold at Borders, it's
Yeah, they got a
Borders their
little parking
stuff and then
space
it
there, right?
Borders, no, up further.
Where the pond is, where they go skating?
No, up further,
Up further.
going up the,
Huh.
just before you start up the steep hill on the right, there's the
Yeah.
horse people in there.
Yep, oh, yeah.
There was, land was behind there, and it went all the way up through, and I think it went up to just before, maybe Kevin, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name, Miller's place.
Mhm.
Just before his place, it turned and went out, and it connected to the Rod and Gun Club, I believe.
Okay.
Not mistaken.
anything else, anything you wanna talk about? What's behind the, highway garage? Access to Highland Street.
There's a little piece of land in there that's kind of wet. Between the cemetery parcel, I believe it is, and kind of tucked out in there. small piece of property out in the back there.
Access on
An
Highland Street, huh?
acre? What that was, no,
No, it's
not
only-
even,
not
half an
even- not
acre,
a half.
half an acre. It's wet. Might as well be connected to whatever, either connected to the cemetery that can't be used as a cemetery, it's too wet, but it could be connected to, there, the highway department is just land, just
Adjacent to the police station? Whitney?
the old Whitney Lane is now really doesn't exist anymore. And what this was a little tiny piece of land that when they moved Dudley Road down to put the police station in, they have a little piece of land in there. And I think it was kind of formerly of the Gravel residence, maybe, from when we were kids. There's a little house there. And they took it down and they rearranged Dudley Road
Yeah.
I mean, is it a
remember
to get the
buildable-
police station.
Is it buildable lot?
Mm.
Half
Well,
acre?
I don't know. Could it be? I'm sure there's no wetlands there. I'm sure it's a dry lot.
Mhm.
Whether or not it configures to be such, I don't know. I can't remember what it looks like.
So
It's
is
a
it,
triangle, I think.
is it the other
Now,
corner?
when you turn down Dudley, you go up 13 and take a left onto Dudley. You got the police station on your left. It's kind of on the right-hand side, right
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah,
Just a little piece
it's
of
right on the
land.
corner
Well,
of Dudley.
I don't know whether it's right on the corner. It's down 100 feet from the corner. I think it's kind of
Well,
right
there's
in
another house there.
before the house. It's that.
Yeah,
I think
it's the corner.
Kind of,
Yeah,
but it's not much. I'm,
See if you can pull that one on a map for us to look at. now.
Dudley?
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Whitney,
no,
Whitney.
It's,
I
Whitney,
remem- I
Whitney
remember
doesn't
something
exist
about that.
anymore,
What parcel ID does? Well,
Yeah.
right? Whitney
The
Lane
parcel
doesn't,
does.
yeah,
But
the parcel does, correct.
Alright, so we get someone Meadow that we can look at.
Conservation.
These two pieces, Meadow,
It's tiny.
oh, I don't know about these pieces.
You know what, some of this that doesn't say, conservation control next
But
to
these
it.
have to, these, I'm not familiarized myself with these from many years ago. Revisiting these after many years. I think these parcels are right after San Bagulio's on the right-hand side
Oh, on Meadow,
on Meadow. I
but
think.
that's under,
Oh, right.
that's under,
Well,
that's wetlands. it
basically,
says.
okay, as I move across tax taking wetlands conservation control, so we must have looked at these before, kind of down in that flat down there.
yes.
But the ones that don't say it, like,
The next one on Main Street, right, yeah.
Shirley Road. Yeah, Main Street. The ones that don't say it, can we look at those on a map the next meeting and then see who the abutters are?
This piece is a landlocked piece of this 9-acre parcel, borders, is a DCR or Fish and Wildlife, and it goes up to kind of up to the town line down in the back.
It
It's called
says
Salty's
DCR.
Rock. I don't think,
Border with DCR.
DCI,
And
and,
Groton Land.
Maybe
and
DCR.
Groton, I think Groton is Fish and Wildlife. It's kind of down in there, it's what's called Sulky's Crossing. The
So
old-
we would look at one of the abutters being
You're gonna
somebody from
find it on the
like
Sulky's Crossing, but it's down in we're gonna see it down in the back, it's not far down Shirley Road on the left-hand side. And I don't believe it abuts I think it abuts DCR, Shirley, and I don't think it's privately held, I think it abuts DCR, and then it goes to the Groton town line, the way down in the back by the river.
So any of these that we don't have Concom control, for the next meeting, we'll have the maps and we'll
Yeah,
Yeah.
See who
mark
the
out what the
abutters
abutters
are.
are on each one.
Because there's no sense if it's not a town-owned piece, there's no sense in keeping it and just finding out if maybe an abutter will buy it,
yeah.
right?
But like this
Correct.
9 acres, do you offer that to the state?
Well, I don't know, that's food for thought, I mean, it's landlocked.
Hey, we skipped the Main Street one, that's 1.3 acres. What's the story with that one? It says steep across from Wheeler.
Well, Wheeler Road.
This is, when you come,
West Townsend.
if you come down from
Wheeler.
Hamadon's, if you
Oh,
come
okay,
down
yeah.
from Hamadon's Hill,
Oh, right.
across Hamadon's Bridge, and you're right at the stop sign,
Yep.
you look straight across. that cliff, you're looking at it.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can't
Yeah.
really
It
do
is
anything with
uphill.
it.
It's really
Yeah.
nothing.
All right, gotcha.
I'd love to buy it and make a sand pit out of it, but I don't believe the town.
I don't think they'll let you do that.
Okay.
no, but anything like that, that we can discuss the possibility of the town selling it, because it's useless, it's not on the tax rolls, and it's
Mhm.
useless to us, so even if it goes to the state, and supposedly the state does pay us something for
A little bit,
taxes.
yeah.
Here's
I
another
said
piece.
supposedly.
This piece right here, I think is part of this 0.18 acres off Shirley Road.
Yeah,
This is
So
right
same
down, this
thing.
is right down in that same neighborhood
with
of that
Grant,
9 acre
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, so we can get rid of that too.
Oh, yeah.
Should have interactive map.
I walked
Yeah.
that, I had a hard time finding that piece when I walked it, because that was a long time ago, with GPS then, but
Yeah.
I did
okay,
find it,
well,
but it wasn't easy.
Is that all of them?
that's it,
Worcester Road,
I mean, we already
You know
said what
Yeah,
we're
it
gonna
makes,
do
it makes
with-
sense to have the
You got
maps
all these
to
on
look at, to
Proctor.
be abutters rather than trying to say, well, what does this,
Yeah. How do we?
I don't know, we didn't get down to the bottom because,
Without any,
No, it has to go to auction.
no, it's better, yeah,
They've got to auction it off, like
Yeah.
they did the one.
yeah, you can't just say who wants it.
No,
all these Proctor Road pieces,
But
I think
theoretically,
these are
only
all
the
wet, but you do got
Yeah,
that,
potential, I
that,
mean, I sent.
that 1
the
acre
last
lot
auction,
on
I
Worcester
sent
Road,
out-
we've talked
I
about
mean,
that
I did
over
about
the
it,
years.
They sent
Yeah.
out notices to all the.
That's the one that butts a
Oh,
railroad
like,
tracks, that's
instead of
actually an A
Maine,
and R
and
lot,
certain
that's a nice
corners,
lot,
that's
that's
Maine.
all sand
Yeah.
and gravel.
But
Okay,
they all got notified.
Road.
well, that kind of shoots my theory out the window
what would you
of, if there's only 2 people, that might, so,
You, we can't just go.
No, yeah, you
No,
can't do
you
that,
can't have to
no,
auction
you
it.
can't just do that.
so is that the same thing for that garage that's on somebody else's? Well, that wasn't here, that was the other list.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Mhm.
well, I found that all interesting. So. Anything else to come before us besides our next meeting?
Well, you pretty much gotten through them. You didn't finish this page that had the Worcester Road, the off Elm Street, 6 Elm Street.
Well, we're gonna go through.
Yeah,
and
because we're gonna go
yeah,
by-
next time we're gonna have
Hit
maps
these,
and we'll have the
yeah,
butters
hit
and all
these
the
ones.
outside one.
Right,
So,
We'll, yeah, we'll circle back to those.
the one that say CONSCOM,
We
those
won't.
will get a walk,
right,
and we can see them on a map the next time we meet, and then there'll be a walking of it, and all the others, we're gonna get the abutters and what we possibly might recommend to the.
Years ago, when we talked about transferring them over to Conscom, if you had pieces that were connected, where you take all these pieces, you come up with 2 or 3 acres. But you get these little pieces that are, half acre and some of this stuff. I almost would recommend today that they look into maybe trying to shell them out to the abutters. And do something like that, off them to the abutters. If you don't
but
think
again,
so.
you can't do that, you
can't
have
do that.
to,
You have to go to
it
auction.
has to go to auction, you can't.
Yeah,
So
that's
you,
what I mean,
and that's when we did the last auction, they had me do the abutters list, so everybody in that area, when they did the auction,
yeah,
knew about it. So that's the intent,
okay.
hopefully they will.
If not, they just turn them over to Conscom control but that's a little half acre pieces. You don't mind sending these pieces over to Conscom control, 3, 4, 5 acres, the pieces that are abutting parcels and they'll add up to something, but these little half acre pieces, geez, they'll drive people nuts.
Mhm.
And people are gonna use them.
Yeah,
So like I say, I don't know, I guess that's what you do, you auction them off and hope one of the abutters will pay 500 or 1,000 bucks. Well, problem is, the cost of auctioning them off,
Yeah, and
That's the,
Yeah.
that's the
that becomes
problem.
the-
You're not
It depends,
coming,
I guess, how many go up for what you are thinking about recommending.
yeah, I guess.
I think somebody that should be a discussion point, whether it's here or at the Board of Selectmen, as to what the cost is and what are you gonna receive.
Yeah, how do you do it?
I mean, they made out definitely on the
Oh, my
last
God.
3,
Yeah, well, then,
Yeah.
but when you're looking at $1,000 or $5,000, how is that gonna be worth it?
Right.
or
Right. I guess it would
$500, or
depend on how many you
$500.
Is it a
What's the cost
percentage
of
or
auction?
is it
That's what I'm saying,
Or is it a minimum
to
flat?
think about auctioning off 1/3 of, or less than 1/4 of an acre. Some
Yeah.
of these are less than half an acre. You know, the legal expenses are gonna be
Yeah.
foolish, and you know, I know if I owned abutting land and there was a half acre parcel, I might throw $1,000 for it, but who's gonna need it? It's useless land.
No.
All you
Yeah,
gotta do is pay taxes on it, you can't use it,
that's
it's
right.
wet,
Yeah,
it's a swamp.
April 2nd?
who'd want it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, gentlemen,
Yes.
our next meeting will be April 2nd, Tuesday, April 2nd. Do you want to, can we do 5? 5? Yeah, we can do 5:30 too. If you want.
Good, yes,
And he
that's
likes it a
better.
little later. I mean,
Is that okay with you, Jody?
Yeah.
5:30?
April,
5:30 on April 2nd, Tuesday, April 2nd.
It'll just be TCAP.
you don't wanna write this down.
Yeah.
You don't wanna write
Yeah.
this down, you don't
Oh,
wanna
yeah.
forget, you know, you're gonna have to call me, I ain't gonna show up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Lori knows, she has to give me a little more lead time.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll be
I'm
in
sorry,
springtime.
So
But then
you're
again,
gonna
Bill might
confirm
go.
with us after you talk to Pam?
Yes.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting and I close.
Second?
What time is it?
5:17.
Okay.
I didn't. I'll make a motion to adjourn at 5:17.
All right, I'll second
There we
that.
go. All right, all in favor? Aye, aye, aye.
Aye, aye.
Aye, 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 aye.
Done.